Episode 3762, How to Fight for Your Child's Focus.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. It's Friday, so it's time for you to get excited. Oh, come on. It's Confession Day, and we get to let it all hang out for the betterment of our family. Yes, indeed. And we're talking about how to fight for your child's focus. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and to sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Well, are you ready for the weekend? I so am ready. But you know what? I looked at my schedule and I'm like, it's not a weekend of freedom. It's a weekend of lots and lots and lots of things to do. So if that is you, or you're living in the world of I'm on vacation, that's awesome. Just take it all in. Enjoy it. Be present in the moment. That's what I want to encourage you to do, no matter what it looks like, no matter how crazy or awesome it is, just what, in your mind. I've been watching this show. Yeah, it's a Lego movie. Yeah, we'll leave that for another episode. But everything is awesome. Yes, you just have to get that in your head. And you just have to wake up going, Lord, we got this together. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how it's going to be, but we got this together. And when I think about us as parents and raising kids, I feel like we need to have that theme song. Everything is awesome. We just do, because it's not always awesome, is it? No, it's not. We struggle. We have power struggles amongst each other, meaning mom and dad. We have power struggles if you're divorced, co-parenting. We have power struggles between parent and child. We have power struggles between teacher and parent and child. And yes, believe it or not, school is around the corner, and it's so exciting. But guess what? With school around the corner, we need to start paying attention. Attention, is the hidden power behind learning, focus, and self-control. And for us as parents, helping children understand how to pay attention isn't just about getting through homework or reading. Yeah, it's great, but it's teaching a skill that shapes the way our children experience the world, turn distractions into focus, and tackle the challenges of life ahead. How to fight for your child's focus. That's what we're doing. Think about reading for a moment. Maybe your child eagerly picks up a book, but after a few sentences, they yell out, "I'm bored." I do not like that phrase, by the way. For some reason, one of my grandchildren has caught on to it. They're like, "Yes, I'm bored. Grandma, I'm bored." I'm like, you really don't know what the word bored means. In my mind, I'm saying that. I'm like, how do I redirect? How do I redirect? Well, in that moment, it's not just about the book itself, right? It's about their mind wanting constant stimulation and having trouble sticking with slower, steady work. Did you hear me? The presence of where they sit or stand or move, wherever they are, they don't have enough change happening. They don't have enough stimulation. Because in today's digital world, this problem is only getting worse. We are overstimulated. And so when our kids are like, "I'm bored. I don't want to do this anymore." Number one, they're using the word wrong. But you have to recognize that if they say a word, you need to understand where they're coming from, even if they're using it incorrectly. Okay? Tip for free. You get a tip for free. So yes, you've got to pay attention to what they are not paying attention to. Our collective attention spans, if you haven't noticed already, they're shrinking. They're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's not good. Thanks in large part to rapid fire screen time, right? That's a boom, 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 boom for kids and us too, right? We expect things to move at lightning speed. Just think about how you use your phone. That's all I'm going to say. But the human mind processes information more slowly than these quick scene changes. It's like, yeah, we see them, but we really don't digest them. And so after like 10 seconds of static content, we're ready to scroll or click again. How fast do you scroll? Believe it or not, if you were to sit there and analyze yourself, you have a rhythm to it. I know I've sat and watched my children. I've sat and watched my husband. I've sat and watched strangers. And I'm like, yep, I can see where their attention span is and how long it is. I can calculate it. It's crazy, I know. Me watching people. No, but it is kind of fun and interesting. I just do my own studies in real life. You take note of what your child consumes on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or movies, all obviously depending upon their age and what they're doing in their life right now. But notice how fast cuts and flashy effects come one after another. Boom, 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 boom. You might find yourself, right, being sucked into with how fast am I scrolling? The next time you get on to scroll, yeah, you're probably not scrolling real fast here on the podcast. Why? Number one, I'm talking too fast. So you don't need to scroll because there's always something changing. And I want to keep you on board with that. Why? Because yes, we divert, right? We get distracted. It's like, oh, squirrel over here. No, squirrel over there. You wonder why the squirrels run in all different directions. Our mind is doing it too. And the problem is our digital society is creating even a deeper madness for this. And so as we're using our own phones, our own computers, we're scanning rapidly from one reel to the next without stopping. We don't even breathe. In fact, if we cannot click on it fast enough, if we want to share it, we just move on to the next because it's too much of a hassle to go back, click on it, and do it again. It's just like, nope, move, gone on. That's the real world. This constant stimulus rewires our babies' young brains to crave more, extreme, faster, louder input. And the result? Their attention to what really matters. In school lessons, family conversations, personal growth, it just dwindles. It disappears. And it's no surprise that they say, I'm bored. I can't do this anymore. I'm bored. Their brains are conditioned to expect entertainment that does not require patience or mental effort to process. It's like they're just zoning out. You heard me. We're already creating those beep, and it's just like static. Nothing's happening. Attention isn't a given, if you haven't noticed. It's a skill that needs practice and guidance beyond the screen. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Provide practice and guidance beyond the screen. Without it, your children are going to struggle to engage deeply, understand complex concepts, or develop persistence. They're going to be lost. And these are precisely the skills that create success in school, relationships, and life beyond the screen. But guess what? There's hope. Oh, yes, there is. Put on your hope jacket because we can do something as parents. Number one, set clear, consistent limits on screen time. Do it for your kiddos too. Old ones, young ones, in between ones. If they're under your roof, help them. Help them understand what's going on. Obviously, age appropriate. You can't tell a 2-year-old and sit here and say, well, do you know this study came out? They don't care. They want their own, whatever it is. They want to do Baby Shark and sing it 10,000 times. There is I forgot the name of the company. I was looking at it and they bought out somebody. Okay, I'll have to go back and research that. I'm not going to go into the story of it now because I'm going to really mess it up. But here's the deal. They bought it and what they've done to do it, and I do think it may not be Baby Shark. I don't think it's Baby Shark, but it's something else. Anyway, regardless of the point, they bought it and they changed it up enough where they have to change a screen every so many seconds and you can watch it. There's always something changing every single second. Well, actually it's about every 3 to 4 seconds. Something changes to get their attention to float from high right to low left to middle screen to upper left to down right to middle screen to middle up, middle down, right? All of it. But if we help them set these consistent limits, then as they grow older, they'll be able to regulate themselves, right? And we don't want to just do it about quantity, but also in quality. What are they watching? Choose content with a slower pace or that which encourages critical thinking rather than passive consumption. If you just got this deer in the headlights moment with your child all the time and they're not engaging and there's like, and that's it, maybe you need to look at something else. Now, I'm not saying we don't all have a moment where we need that in our life. Maybe we need to decompress. I get that, and that is fine. But if you're decompressing 8 hours a day, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem, and it's a big problem. So set clear, consistent limits on screen time, and you might want to do it for yourself too. Number 2, model focused attention for yourself. You've got to show them and be the role model as in what to do. So when your child sees that you put down your phone, when you're reading or fully engaged in conversations, you're showing them what paying attention looks like. So if you're having a conversation, don't you dare break eye contact. And if you don't like looking in their eyes, you better start practicing in front of a mirror. Because let me tell you, they're going to steamroll right over you. One thing I have done, oh goodness gracious, for years, and it's probably been because my mother and my grandmother taught it to me, and that is, where are my eyes? Especially with young children. And you can even do it to the point of high schoolers, honestly. Now, if they're outside of your roof, maybe you can't say it that way, but you can draw attention to, hey, now, what were you saying? And draw them into the conversation to bring them back to where you are. But for kids that are learning, you can say, where are my eyes? Are you really paying attention to me? The older ones, you can say that. The young ones, it's just, where are my eyes? Because what happens is, especially when, oh man, our granddaughter, she's learning so much, and she loves to say eyes, nose, mouth, right? It's cute for her. She enjoys that. So all I have to do is say, where's grandma's eyes? And she points to them. I'm like, okay, look at grandma's eyes. Are we supposed to do this? Whatever the case may be. And I'm having a quick conversation with her, obviously age appropriate. But it's a simple question. Where are my eyes? And if they don't look at you, don't continue the conversation until they do. And if they break contact, where are my eyes? No. Where are my eyes? And you don't have to say no. It's just, where are my eyes? Continue the conversation. Where are my eyes? Let me tell you this right now. If you know where your spouse's eyes are, that will change your conversations and how they go. Seriously. You think about how many times you look directly into your spouse's eyes if you're married. How's that working for you? Most spouses do not look into each other's eyes. Maybe only a few times. Even when we're into the fun things, and intimacy and all of that. Nope, we're not looking directly into our eyes. We're not. But what are the eyes? The window to our soul. And it's important to have that engagement. That, my friend, mama and dad, that's attention. That's what you want. Number 3, practice short attention building exercises. Now, you're not going to sit here and say, this is what we're going to learn now. You're going to just make it fun. It's a game. It's part of your life. Okay? It's a teachable moment, whatever it is, but you kind of create that. They don't have to know that this is what is happening. But by creating it, they're eventually going to be like learning this, and you're like, oh yeah, they're finally getting it. So start maybe with a brief reading session or mindfulness moments, and gradually increase the length as your child builds stamina. That's going to come with age, right? You can't do to a 12-year-old what you would do to a 2-year-old or vice versa. It doesn't match. Right now, a 12-year-old might be able to handle a 2-year-old and what you're saying, but then they're going to feel like you're treating them as a baby. So see, it doesn't compute. And their mind is going to be like, what is your problem, Mom? Why are you acting this way? You've got the problem. And then they get all sassy, right? You know what I'm talking about. So practice those short attention building exercises. Number 4, encourage activities that require sustained focus, like playing an instrument. Music is great for this. Have them sing songs. If nothing else, turn on some great music and dance to it, especially your younger kids. I'm even talking middle school on down. Now, if you've got your high schoolers that love musicals, you can do this too. But hopefully by this time, they kind of have a better idea as to what's going on. But playing an instrument, music, sports, crafts, this encourages sustained focus. And don't just say, let's color. And all of a sudden, it's 3 seconds. They've just scribbled on it and then they run away. No. We're going to come back and we're going to finish at least the hat on the snowman or whatever it is, right? And these provide natural challenges to attention without screens. That's the key. And let me just say this kind of off the cuff here, off the record, but not really on the record, really for us parents. We got to understand that when we're encouraging activities for sustained focus, it's not about saying you're going to be the next NFL superstar or NBA basketball player. No. That is not the intention here. The intention is give them a taste. Let them learn. Playing on teams is a good thing. Team sports is wonderful for that. Why? Because they have to pay attention to someone else. It's fabulous. And then they're like, oh, it's not just mom asking me to do this. Somebody else is asking me to do this. And if you can nip it in the bud sooner rather than later, much better. And if you're like, well, I surely miss that with my children, great. If you become a grandparent, then guess what? Pay attention to these. If you mentor kids and you work in the children's area at church or within your community or whatever, these are things that you can take with you everywhere, not just within the privacy of your own four walls, right? Think broad, all right? Number 5, talk about what attention really means. Now, obviously, it's got to be age appropriate. Explain that paying attention is like exercising a muscle. It's going to be hard at first. We don't want to do it. I'm bored. I can't do this anymore, right? We get those screams, but it gets stronger over time. Connect it with their goals. What do they like? Maybe they love reading a book. My granddaughter, oh my goodness, books are her thing. She's Belle. In Beauty and the Beast, oh, she's Belle. She just walks around. I'm waiting for her to be in this beautiful yellow dress, walking around and dancing, reading her book down, the square. That's her. She loves it. Now, will she continue that? I have no idea. But I know she's interested in that. And so I can help her with her attention span by using books. If your child is older and they're into gaming and all of that, what is it? Maybe it's more puzzle-driven exercises where they have to think more than just react, okay? So whatever it is, it's about understanding a new skill and making those connections. Mom, dad, attention may not feel as flashy as the next viral video. It's not. But it is the backbone of learning and self-control, which, in my opinion, we've got to have more of. We are losing our kids because they are out of control. And they're out of control because we have parents who are not parenting. They're dropping their responsibilities and letting, oh, well, my teachers will take care of it. The daycare people will take care of it. No, they won't. It's your responsibility to raise your kids. And when you're teaching kids to slow down, to resist distractions, and stick with what matters, then we as parents are helping them build brains wired for success, not just a quick dopamine hit. Yeah, that feels good, right? Those feel-good moments. But it's got to be more than that. We've got to do it so we respond and we act accordingly. This is building up our children so they can go out and impact the world that they touch as they get older. When you think about today's screen-driven world, it makes this more important than ever, doesn't it? Because technology, I'm here to tell you right now, it is not going away. And some of it is fabulous. Don't get me wrong. I love that I can connect with you every single day right here on the podcast. I can connect with you on Pray with our TV show, and soon we're expanding. We've got so much going on, I can't wait to tell you. Technology is awesome, but if not used properly, it can tear up a child's mind. And that's why you have to learn how to fight for your child's focus. It's up to us as parents to protect and grow this fundamental skill, setting up our children not just to cope, but to thrive in the classroom, community, family, just all of life. We want them to be their own success story. We want them to be able to write their story, but we have to help them and we have to show them. That is our responsibility as a mom or as a dad. So make a good decision today and say, you know what? I am going to fight for my child's focus. I'm going to help them with their attention, and I'm going to provide that guidance, and we're going to get down to it, because you know what? It does matter. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.